Hi friends, the Thak here for the noobs. The Battlefield 2042 beta is finally here. I'm going to give you a first look at everything you can do in the beta, plus a look at how the gameplay is. Let's talk about what game modes and maps are available to start with. Now this one is simple. We've got one game mode available in this beta and it's Conquest. If you're a Battlefield fan, you'll be familiar with the classic Conquest game mode. And this one is pretty much the same, but with a slight update. The action now centers around sectors consisting of several flags instead of individual control points. Like classic Battlefield, you will have tickets, shown by the bars at the top of the screen. There will be a green and red bar, which represent your tickets, and you should see a number there. Think of the tickets as a shared team resource. The more tickets you have, the more respawns you get. The two ways to reduce the enemy tickets are to obviously keep killing them, but also to gain control of the sectors where their flags are, and this will help speed up the reduction of the enemy team's tickets. A way to stop your number falling is to revive your teammates. The first team to lose all their tickets loses, and that's essentially how Conquest works as a game mode. We also do only have one map as part of this beta called Orbital. I like this map. It's a very cool map set around a rocket launch site. There's a mixture of high vantage points, great if you're a sniper, but also some up close areas you can do some decent up close battle in. In terms of specialists, you got 4 to choose from. Specialists replace the traditional classes that used to be in Battlefield. So for those of you that are Battlefield OGs, you won't see classes like Assault, Medic, Support or Recon. Instead, you'll see specialists, and each specialist has a speciality and a trait, but the rest of the loadout is fully customizable. Let me go through each specialist and tell you what their speciality and trait is. The first specialist revealed in this beta is called Webster Mckay. His unique speciality is his grapple hook. It's a little like Pathfinder if you play Apex Legends. It's not quite as flexible as that, but it's quite a decent speciality. His trait is nimble. This allows you to move quicker while aiming down sights and further enhances your speed related advantages. The next specialist is Maria Falk. Maria is the medic. Her speciality is the S21 Surette pistol. Basically, it's a syringe gun that you can fire at teammates to heal them. Kind of think of it like Anna in Overwatch if you're an Overwatch player. Oh, and it does do damage when you fire it at an enemy, which is quite cool. Her trait is Combat Surgeon, and this allows you to return down allies to full health when you revive them. Normally, as any other specialist reviving, your teammate will come back with low health. Boris Guskovsky has a very cool speciality. It's a sentry gun that auto fires when it detects enemies in a given radius. His trait is linked to this sentry gun as it spots enemies when they're marked by the sentry gun, meaning enemies that are seen by your sentry gun are visible to you and your team. Boris is kind of like your classic support class, or engineer as they call him in Battlefield 2042. The final specialist available is a sniper called Casper Vandal. Casper's speciality is a recon drone that can spot enemies and disorientate them with an EMP blast, a little bit like Crypto if you're an Apex Legends player. His trait is a movement sensor. This alerts you to approaching enemies while boots on the ground, but also while you're in your drone. It doesn't have a massive radius, but if it goes off, it basically means enemies are really close. I do hear they will introduce more specialists in life when the game launches, so do keep a lookout for that because they might each have cool abilities. Now the weapons themselves are also very cool, and you've got a fair amount of ability to customize them in terms of attachments. There is something called the Plus system, which is new to Battlefield 2042. Keep a lookout for our separate video on how the Plus system works, but if I explain it simply now, it's basically a system that lets you customize your weapon in real time without having to go through the main menu. So it's something you can do in game and change things like the optics, the muzzles, the magazines, and even the grips of your weapon. To access the Plus system, on PC hold down your T key, then left click to select, and then release T to equip. For Xbox hold LB, use your directional buttons to select, and then release LB to equip. For PlayStation, press and hold L1, use your directional buttons to select, and then release L1 to equip. And that's kind of everything you need to know about Battlefield 2042 beta. As you can see, there's also some gameplay in the background, which gives you a good idea of how the beta looks, and I think it's pretty good quality for a beta. Certainly much better in my mind than the COD Vanguard beta. I'll do a review video after the beta's finished to compare it to Call of Duty Vanguard and see which one was better in terms of the beta. We'll be streaming this beta live this Thursday at around 7:30 PM UK time, so if you want to see some live gameplay of the beta, come along to our stream on Thursday. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.